Hey, what's going on everybody? Fumid Show here, back at it once again with another video. Thank you for tuning in. I have two quotes from the director of the Death Note live action film here, Adam Wingard. One is from an AMA by Reddit, and the other is an interview done by Collider. He had some really interesting things to say about this film, some new details, so I'm going to jump right into it. First, we're going to do the AMA. So a fan asked him, AMA means Ask Me Anything, by the way, I'm sure you guys already know that. So a fan asked him, what do you think about Hollywood adaptations of anime films? Do you think this is going to be something that they're going to be taking seriously? And here's what he had to say about that. I think anime are due for the same treatment that comics got when Nolan did Batman. I think the key is straying away from overt anime style like Speed Racer and Dragon Ball, and instead try to ground the stories in a more relatable way. With Death Note, I tried to give it a gritty, lived-in look. With that said, Death Note is going to be my most insane movie yet. It makes the guest look conventional. Now, there are a couple of things here that I want to point out. Number one, I already know this is going to piss fans off when he said straying away from overt anime style. I know that makes people angry, and I kind of get it from the hardcore fan perspective, but look at it this way. I mean, he mentions Nolan's Batman. I mean, The Dark Knight is a fantastic movie, but it doesn't really have too much to do with the comic book, to be honest. It just takes elements from it. And even this year's Civil War, Captain America Civil War, one of my favorite movies this year, great. Absolutely great, but it doesn't really follow the comics too much. I mean, it does get those key essential elements down, I mean, of the overall story, but it completely strays away from all the major details. So I like this way he is going about directing this film, I really do. Also, something really interesting that he had to say is that it is his most insane movie yet. We're talking about the director of Blair Witch. Have you seen the trailers for that film? I haven't seen it yet, and I'm going to. I'm really excited to see it, but dear God, that's pretty insane. I mean, if we're going above that, I think that we're definitely getting something that's not quite expected with this film. Also, he mentions the guest, and it's going to make the guest look more conventional. Now, if you have not seen the guest, please do yourself a favor and get on Netflix right now and watch it. I believe it's still on their streaming service, and it's fantastic. It will give you more hope for this film because you can finally see what kind of skill this director has. I was exposed by Adam Wingard during You're Next, I believe, and it was really good. It was a really good film, and I'm excited to see Blair Witch later this weekend. But yeah, this is a really interesting quote here. Now let's jump into the Collider interview. Here he had something a little more interesting to say when it comes to Netflix producing this film. So let's just jump right into this. We can do whatever we want. That was the cool thing about it, because it's an anime film. So technically it's a cartoon that you're bringing to life. To me, the thing about anime is that it's so adult-oriented. I remember going to Suncoast growing up and you'd see Akira there with the title Not For Kids sticker on it. That always made an impact on me. So doing my first live-action anime thing, to me it was important that you have those adult themes. So it's got nudity, it's got swearing, it's got a ton of violence. Jason Eisner, who did Hobo with a Shotgun, I brought him on. I'm good friends with him as a second unit director. There's basically like 3 good Jason Eisner short films in there, and they're all very gory. I was able to just turn him loose sometimes, and just do some crazy stuff. So there's definitely some interesting things here being said. I think a couple of things people are going to find offense to, especially when he says it's a cartoon that you're bringing to life. That's just like a switch for some people. But there's a couple of things here, I'm going to be honest, that I don't really like. It's when he says it's got nudity, it's got swearing, and it's got a ton of violence. I don't really need that in a Death Note movie, to be honest. I don't think that that's what makes Death Note so special. But I am kind of glad that he does have his own kind of vision for this Death Note film. I'm glad that he is taking a little bit different. Maybe we will get that more dark, more gritty, more violent Death Note that some fans have been wanting. So that's pretty interesting. I don't really need nudity though, and I don't really need Light Turner dropping F-bombs here or there. But I would like to see some gore, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of gore in films. I'm really not, it's just not my taste. But I think that would kind of work. It would really show an impact on what Light is doing in this film, what Kira is doing in this film. So I think it's kind of cool. I don't know how far he's going to go with this. I'm not familiar with Jason Eisner, and I'm not familiar with Hobo with a Shotgun, but that sounds pretty interesting. As a second unit director, that's pretty cool. I'm glad he has kind of a team working on this film. And I'm excited. Honestly, both of these quotes here make me more excited for the film. It makes me more interested into seeing a trailer. God, I want a trailer right now. You know I'm going to be doing a live reaction to that trailer. But yes, comment down below. Give me your thoughts on these quotes from Adam Wingard here. I know that it's going to be a little rough in the comment section. Go ahead, throw all you can in there. I'd be happy to read all of it, and I'll try to reply to as much as possible. Also, hit that like button if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about today. I greatly appreciate it. And also, please be sure to subscribe for, of course, my weekly Mob Psycho reviews and more Death Note coverage, because I love talking about this film. So again, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.